All right, here we go. This is going to be very similar to yesterday. Oh, also, welcome everybody. I'm going to start off with watching a video and putting in my thoughts to it, and then jump right into some day dives doing some testing. I noticed last night that, boy, Thick put out a video covering some of the details on the Helldivers 2 update, which is what I was absolutely hoping for because he is great at doing the deep dive stats breakdowns, and I was really hoping him or Erevan would cover it. Now, Erevan did put out a video right here. You got Erevan's video, but all he does is do basically what I did yesterday. Is he went through the patch notes and talked about it. He didn't go like insanely into the stat breakdowns, so I'm not gonna cover that one. But I'm gonna go through Thick Filla's video right
Patch for
here. So
Helldivers just
we're
came
gonna
out. I
get
tested a
started.
bunch of stuff on stream, and then after I ended the stream, I started investigating some of these more technical stuff that wasn't explained. Like, for example, they said they slightly buffed the durability of warriors, slightly harder to set on fire, slight durable increase in head and body.
What he's talking about here with the warriors being slightly harder to set on fire, I looked into last night and I brought in the Crisper, which is a flamethrower pistol. And yeah, if you put one tick of fire on the warriors, they need like a tiny little bit more damage to kill. So what they ended up doing is stealth nerfing the Coyote, because when the Coyote came out in their Dust Devils Warbond, like shortly after that, they started talking about we're not gonna nerf the Coyote, don't worry about it. And between it being released and now, they put out a few more statements saying that they weren't going to nerf the Coyote. And if you remember in the video yesterday, that was like the first thing that they said was, oh, look, there's no updates or changes to the Coyote, so don't worry. But what they ended up doing was stealth nerfing it by making enemies be more resistant to fire. So it's not just the warriors, it's also the bile spewers and the commanders. So the alpha and the brood commanders. It might also be the devastators that I don't remember. So you can fire your 2 or 3 bullets, whatever it is, to set them on fire. And before that used to just kill them outright. So putting like a 4x scope and going single shot on the Coyote was a really great strategy for it. It was great for ammo economy, but now that's not going to work.
Went ahead and got these exact values for you guys. Now, off stream, I investigated what these changes meant and a lot of other changes in here and what they meant. And I don't know how to say it, but this was just like an extremely deceptive patch, in my opinion. A lot of these things were nerfs, but they were dressed up as buffs.
I also had a warrior. I threw a napalm barrage, and as the breach was happening, the napalm barrage ended, so all the ground was on fire, but the breach was still going on, and warriors popped out of that breach, were caught on fire as they were crawling to me, and normally that would have killed them, but now that they have 20 resistance to fire, again, they can survive it, which sucks.
There were also multiple stealth nerfs that just were not listed at all. And these are just flat out stealth nerfs that we were not told about. Some data miners ended up finding out about. But this video is not going to be completely negative. There were a lot of very, very good changes in this patch notes. The Dynamite, the Plasma Punisher, the War Strider were all
The dynamite is pretty crazy now. When I was streaming yesterday, I didn't have it unlocked, but I unlocked it last night and I gave it a try, and it is surprisingly pretty good.
very, very positive changes for the game.
Because that also something's going on with that.
Whoa. See, this is what people want to do versus bots. When you say just bring RR, you're a scrub. If you use RR, no hate against you. Only if you're a glazer. He double fisted me! But I don't know. There were just a lot of nerfs dressed up as buffs, as well as stealth nerfs. I'm also going to talk about performance, because I think performance is the more important thing here, but balance is also very important to me in my
Yeah, their performance fixes. They didn't really do much to performance except make some graphics, like they downgraded the quality, so you got a slight performance increase from that. But damn, I'm standing on my ship, not even in mission. Before that used to be a solid 60 frames for me, because the game is VSync locked, so I can only get 60 frames. I mean, my monitor doesn't push any faster than that anyway, so it doesn't really matter if the video card could. Um, I used to be solid at 60, and it would dip a little bit below that very occasionally during match, and then the Into the Unjust update came out, and right now, standing on ship, I'm between 38 and 47 frames. And I also did notice that there are three sources of fog on ship. And man, Arrowhead right now is absolutely addicted to putting in layers of fog. The maps have so many different sources of fog, and your video card has to render all that and process it. So of course that's gonna take a performance hit. And why do we need three different sources of fog on the Super Destroyer? There should be no fog there. It's absolutely wild. And then I had somebody reply to my comment on this video here. And you see, performance is not good. It used to sit at 60 frames, and now it's between 38 and 47. You really gotta clean your system files then. That's kind of sad. When I clearly said I used to be 60 frames. They dude is just straight up glazing for Arrowhead, totally disregarding my actual comment saying that it used to be fine and now it's not fine. But somehow that's my computer problem. Like that's my problem. People like that do more harm than they do good because uh, people that criticize to just be negative on the game aren't as harmful as people that just straight up lie and gaslight for Arrowhead and don't acknowledge and shit on people that out creative criticism. Because usually the people that put out like creative criticism, they want the game to do better. I love this game. I want it to be the best game that it can be because that would just be more fun for me. And the people that just blindly support Arrowhead no matter what, I think they're more harmful to the community. And there are a lot of them in this community right now. It's actually pretty surprising.
channel if you guys have been following me. So yeah, we're going to go over
Oh yeah. Also, if you do play Helldivers or are gonna play Helldivers, speaking to you, Dink, subscribe to Thickfilla. He is a fantastic creator. He doesn't just do Helldivers. I used to watch him back when he was playing Borderlands 3, so I've kind of followed him here. But he is one of the more knowledgeable creators for Helldivers. I mean, the two top really deep stat creators are Thick and Erebin. So if you want to get into the weeds on stats, those are the two guys to watch. Most of the other creators just talk just like very basically. Uh, but these two guys, I've learned a lot from both of them. Erebin, uh, Erebin, I think it's VT. It's either Erebin VT or Erebin TV. It's one of the two. I'm really surprised he didn't do a big stat breakdown. I'm expecting his next video to be a stat breakdown covering the new breakpoints and stuff. But at Erevan, I've learned so much from watching Erevan's videos. Highly recommend.
For everything. First up is the Coyote.
So what did you change with the Coyote?
Let's see. Where, where is it?
Oh yeah, here we go.
I-
Talking about it.
Where
here.
did you put the
Where
Coyote?
did I put the coyote?
Did you put it at
They
the...
stealth
Oh
nerfed
wait,
it,
we didn't
though.
do anything.
That's so weird,
Yeah,
but interesting.
apparently we forgot to change the coyote. So
Right.
Okay, so as the developers said, they
That
didn't
sucks,
touch the
man. Sorry to hear
Coyote.
that.
They were really teasing us there. You know how Shams got on Discord and said,
Can you hear YouTube all right as it's playing? I noticed yesterday it was doubling. Yeah, and they can't really. Yeah, it seems fine. Okay. You have a certain amount of sick days that you can take, and they usually can't fire you for taking sick days.
you guys are having too much fun with the Coyote. They were really teasing us, but they really wanted us to know in this patch notes they definitely did not nerf the Coyote. Well, you might have noticed a couple of changes. A warrior, slightly harder to set on fire. Brood commander, slightly harder to set on fire. Yes, bile spewer, slightly harder to set on fire.
Well, I hope not, man. I hope you're worrying for nothing, and that it'll be fine.
Devastator, slightly harder to set on fire. So 4 different enemies were made slightly harder to set on fire. And what does that mean? What is the exact number? So essentially, I will explain this right up as best as possible. I'm going to give like the actual technical numbers, but I'm also going to summarize it for anyone who doesn't want to think that hard. So
Oh yeah, man. No worries. If you're having issues already and like you're not sleeping well, I mean that's obviously going to feed into just being anxious overall more. So hopefully it's just a worry for nothing. But I mean, I suffer from anxiety, so I know that you can logically know one thing, but your body's just like, nah, fuck you, bruh. I'm panic, and you just got to deal with it. So yeah, I mean, I understand that. Oh, is that better? So I can turn it up a little bit too here. There.
first up,
Yeah, anxiety is a real motherfucker. It really sucks.
was the fire damage multiplier was just straight up stealth nerfed, unlisted change. They did not say that fire would be doing less damage against specifically alpha and brood commanders, all of the warriors. So all of the alpha commanders and all of the warriors take.
All right, man. Well, rest well, and I hope you feel better. in a short amount of time. Good luck.
20% less damage from the fire status effect. Okay, so that was just the flat out stealth nerf. Now, what was the fire status changes? Now, here's the thing. The reason why I'm bringing up the coyote is
Yeah, I
because
hope
a
so too.
lot of these changes were
Appreciate
targeted
that.
towards the coyote. So, for example, the coyote has 2 fire status per bullet. So, essentially,
Look at this. This is absolute brilliant stat breakdown. That's why I love Nick's videos when he does stuff like this. Absolutely love it.
how the fire status system works is the coyote has 2 fire status per bullet. Let's say an enemy requires 4 fire status to be able to be set on fire. So that means you have to shoot that enemy twice to be able to set it on fire. Okay, so first up is warriors. They had a 2.0 minimum fire status, which sets them on fire.
See, the reason why I like videos like this are I don't really have the ability or the patience to get into the weeds like this with my gameplay. Like, because of my illness, I can only play so much as it is, and to sit there repeatedly, like, test something just to verify, it to me, it's like a waste of my playtime. So I can pick up sometimes on like things feel different, but I'm not sure why. And getting stat breakdowns like this, like either confirm or not confirm that feeling and can either back me up or teach me, why I'm wrong and to just, try better or anything like that. But that like I like learning about stuff, so these videos are really helpful for that.
So last patch, the Warriors took 1 shot from the Coyote
Yeah,
to get
yeah,
set on
exactly.
fire, and this patch they changed it to 2.1. Now, this literally does not affect the cookout or the breaker incendiary.
Like, really, I wish I could get into it like this. I just, like, physically, I guess I could actually do it, but I wouldn't be able to do anything else. So it's not like I can just play games for like 12 hours straight. I can only play for so much and then I've got to stop and take a rest. So I usually just want to play. So if I could, I probably would, or at least I would try and get on his team and help him do it because I am interested in it, in the breakdown of it and learning about it. That is a big interest for me. Just, the physical reality is I can't.
This doesn't affect any of the flamethrowers, but going from 2.0 to 2.1 is quite literally only targeting the Coyote.
Yep.
Now, with Alpha Commanders, on the other hand, Alpha Commanders went from 3 status to 4.1.
I
Now, what
really
this
noticed
means
that
is with
too.
a cookout, you now need to hit 2 more pellets because the cookout had a status strength of 0.6. And if you do the math, you need 2 more pellets to be able to light an Alpha Commander on fire. However, with that being said, if you get a direct hit on an Alpha Commander with a cookout, like if you land most of the pellets, you're just gonna there's gonna be no change. You're still gonna set them on fire in 1 cookout shot.
And the problem too, like Arrowhead doesn't need to do any of these nerfs. It's a PvE game, so it's not like you're fighting other players. You're just fighting AI. So why they feel the need to constantly nerf things, I don't understand. If it doesn't make anything really overpowered, I don't know why they really like to keep nerfing stuff.
But with the
It's frustrating.
4.1, again, this looks exactly targeted at the Coyote.
Yes,
Now let's talk
exactly.
about the Devastators. The Devastators fire threshold.
Oh yeah, in PvP you have to be much more conscious about keeping things in balance. But in PvE, like changing this fire damage on these enemies doesn't benefit the gameplay at all. It just makes using the coyote feel that much worse. And because they promised that they wouldn't nerf it, they have to go around and do this change to fire. But the problem with that is flamethrowers and your flame grenades and your orbital flame strikes or eagle flame strikes, now those are affected because they didn't want to just nerf the coyote straight up. And that hurts the game more than them just saying, "Oh man, we promised that we weren't going to change the coyote, but it was a little overpowered. We needed to scale back its damage a little bit." But even that, what they should have just done is brought all the weapons up to the coyote's level, and that way it wouldn't have been like the quote meta, but it wasn't even the meta. It was, if you're talking strictly about assault rifles, but that's because assault rifles have been in a really bad place for ages. So it's really unfortunate. I hope like uh this came out Thursday, today's Friday. On Tuesday or Wednesday, Thick was working on a document, and I'm gonna try and get into his next live stream and send him a message and ask him if he's still gonna work on it, because he was working with his community on a technical document, and he was going to send it to Arrowhead, 'cause he's part of the propaganda commanders. So he has direct contact with Arrowhead, and they have taken his suggestions in the past. So I hope he's still planning on submitting that document and finishing it. So I'm going to try and ask him when I notice he's streaming next. Because I'd be really interested in finishing it and having Arrowhead, look it over and change it. Because this change to fire just hurts the game.
Was changed from 5.0 to 6.2. Now, this does technically affect stuff like the cookout or incense breaker, but
Okay,
these are
so,
not necessarily popular
Devastators did get
weapons
fire.
on bots anyway. I know a few people use them. With that being said, this pretty
Yeah,
much
Devastators on the bot front, people didn't really use fire against them anyway, so this really is to punish you for using the coyote, and that's because it's accurate medium pen assault rifle, and the bots you kind of want. Well, I personally you like to use more marksman rifles for the bots and aim for their weak points, but if you're looking at what average people use on the bots, it's usually medium pen or like explosive weapons. So this really is to just punish the coyote so that you're not so up to use it. Because if you look at that change for fire, no one used, well, the use for the incendiary breaker and the cookout on the bots is going to be so low because they shoot at you, so you're engaging at a much further distance, making shotguns not really practical. So anyway, I'm gonna keep going.
only targets the coyote.
Just
So,
it's
what does this
pathetic.
mean? Is this a meaningful change? No, it's not. It's really not. Like,
Look,
instead of one
hope
bullet per
for better.
warrior, you now spend two. I know that's double and that sounds like a lot, but realistically, like, you need to put up a couple bullets into warriors with like, I always shot warriors a couple times with a coyote anyway. And with alpha commanders, instead of two bullets, it now takes three, which again, I already shot alpha commanders with at least three bullets last patch anyway, at least with the coyote. So does this really mean anything. Like, not really. You're not going to feel a major difference. But I do think that it is a bit deceptive for the devs to say we did not nerf the coyote, but 3 of these changes to me looks like it's only targeting the coyote. And then on top of that, there was just a flat out stealth nerf to the fire status effect damage. Warriors now do not die to 1 tick of fire. Like, you can't just 2-shot it, set it on fire, and it dies now. But if you shoot it 1 more time, it dies. And again, where like you used to be able to set them on fire with 1 shot and kill them, now you have to set them on fire with 2 shots, but essentially now you have to shoot them 3 times and then they will die to the fire. Again, this isn't a huge change. It's really not. I really do not think that this will like impact anybody's game super dramatically, but just these sort of nerfs really feel like they targeted the coyote, even though they quite literally in the patch notes video said they weren't going to do that. Okay, so now let's talk about the durability changes. They said they made bile spewers a little bit more durable. They said they made warriors a little bit more durable, and they said they made devastators a little bit more durable. Or I don't know if they said devastators, but they did make devastators a little bit more durable. Now, first of all, let's talk about bile spewers. They changed the durability of their butts from 90% to 100%. So I don't know who was shooting bile spewers in the butts anyway, unless it was just an explosive weapon. Explosive weapons do not care about this. And ultimately, they made the mouth weak point light pen, which feels really, really, really good. I probably have a clip going in the background. The light pen weak point on the bile spewer mouth was a flat out W change for all light pen weapons. So the durability health here is almost not relevant in my opinion. And with that being said, let's talk about the Devastators and let's talk about the Warriors. Devastator arms are now 20% durable.
In the weak point that they added to the bile spewers, man, that really does help if you don't bring an explosive weapon to deal with them. It was such a good addition to the game.
Devastator legs are now 30% durable. Warrior heads and bodies are now 20% durable. And this is why I said they dressed up a nerf as a buff, because let's talk about the Liberator. So warrior heads are 150 HP. The Liberator used to do 80 damage. So the Liberator used to 2-shot warrior heads within 25 meters. Well, now that the warriors are 20% durable, let's do the quick maths. So the new Liberator does 90 damage, and we multiply this by 0.8. And then we take the new durable damage, which is 22, and we multiply this by 0.2, and we add this to 72. And the new Liberator now only does 76.4 damage against warrior heads. It used to do 80. So this was a buff, or this was a nerf dressed up as a buff.
I don't know if he mentions it in this video or not, but the variable is a light pen assault rifle that they did not change the durability on, as it wasn't listed anywhere in the patch notes. And with all this change to durability, it also received a stealth nerf. Sorry about that. Anyway, continue on here.
When it comes to warrior heads, notably, the Liberator used to 2-shot these within 25 meters. Well, what's 76.4 times 2? It is 152, because we round down. So now the Liberator can only 2-shot warriors within 10 meters. So now at 25 meters, it takes 3 shots instead of 2. And let's talk about the 30% durable legs of Devastators. Well, the old Liberator used to just do 80 damage against Devastator legs because they weren't durable. The new Liberator now does 69 damage against Devastator legs.
I'm not sure. He might have covered it a little bit ago, but if you're calculating damage, you take your base damage and you multiply it by the amount of durability, and that's where you get your actual damage that you do. So it makes it a big difference. And then there's also damage fall off, and you've got to factor that in as well. They have 4 different um, areas that damage is calculated by, and I don't know what the actual formula for it is. Just that it makes it much more complicated. And thankfully, people like Thick and Arabin are out there breaking it down and giving it to us lay people is an absolute godsend for this community.
Which is very nice. Can we get a nice in the comment section? But this is a nerf dressed up as a buff. Now let's talk about the SMGs, because they did technically win in the durable damage, but they lost dramatically somewhere else, which we will get to in a second. The Pummeler caught a small buff, and you can see that the Pummeler used to do 70 damage flat against these targets. Against the 20% durable targets, it's only 71. So essentially no change. Against the 30% durable targets, it has -5 damage. Now let's talk about the Knight, which actually does more damage against 20% durable heads. So the Knight used to do 70 damage, but with the damage buff it got and the durable damage buff, it now does 75 damage, right? Oh wait, warrior heads are 150 health. So we do 75 times 2, and oh my God, 75, what did I do? 75 times 2, and look, 150 health. So that kills a warrior head, right? No, don't forget fall off damage. So there was no change in breakpoint against warrior heads. It still takes 3 shots.
Yeah.
And at 30% durability, it actually lost 2 damage, but it's roughly the same. Breakpoints are more important. So again, just like no change against the legs. But
See, this makes me think too that when Arrowhead is doing all these buffs and nerfs, that they don't go into the weeds as much as like Thick and Arrowbin do with the stat breakdowns. Because when they're doing their buffs and nerfs, it seems like they aren't taking breakpoints into effect like in any way when they're doing it. So they'll come out and they'll be like, "Hey, we've increased the damage on all these weapons. You guys should be really happy." And it's like, "Yeah, but it doesn't really change anything because you still need the same amount of bullets to bring down enemies. So that damage increase that you did, it's not helpful." So, and they have been very consistent in following that trend, like all the way back to um, Escalation of Freedom, which was like August last year when they when they started like really getting down into it, and they nerfed a whole bunch of things, and it was to do with breakpoints. Like at one point last year, the recoilless rifle, which is your main anti-tank weapon that is supposed to one-shot tank units, so your heavy units being tanks, hulks, harvesters, chargers. Last year, they nerfed it and it started to take 2 shots, and man, that was instantly felt by the community, and everybody was so pissed. Like, it was awful that your main anti-tank weapon is now useless in game. Like, what are you even doing? And they've just absolutely stuck with that trend, and it's really sad that no one on their team seems to get into it like this when they're, buffing and nerfing. They really should have somebody on their team getting into the weeds like this and making sure that when they change something, it feels good.
Reason why this is a nerf dressed up as a buff is because we only talked about the buffed weapons. All unbuffed weapons got nerfed against these targets.
Yeah, there
So
you go.
they essentially tried to nerf all the medium pen weapons against these targets, but they also forgot that they didn't buff all of the light weapons. They didn't buff the variable, they didn't buff the diligence, they
Okay,
didn't buff
so
the
he's-
amendment. So
Oh,
against
no,
like the
diligence.
Devastator
Oh,
arms and
man,
legs, a lot of people have been noticing
Damn
the
it.
Deadeye, for example, takes an extra bullet against the legs. This is very impactful for a
see,
weapon like the Deadeye, which has a slow
that-
reload speed and a small magazine.
That is going to be so huge. I haven't tested a bunch of the weapons on the bots yet. I did do a bot run last night. But I was using the Dominator because I'm still trying to level it up. I still have a bunch of weapons I need to get to level 25, so that's what I've been working on. But that is going to be huge. The only faction that marksman weapons are really good for are the bots, and if all the marksman weapons just got a big stealth nerf, that very frustrating. Absolutely very frustrating.
Taking an extra bullet against the legs is pretty dramatic for that gun. Now let's talk about the literal massive drag nerf that happened to these SMGs. So the drag on all SMGs was doubled.
This is huge.
It went from 0.6
This is
to
so
1.2. This means the damage falls off 2 times as fast as last patch.
Yeah, and oh boy, is it ever noticeable. I used the Reprimand, which is a two-handed submachine gun. It's the only two-handed submachine gun, which also, shouldn't be a thing. Submachine guns in this game are all one-handed, except for it. And it really is noticeable. If you're engaging in targets outside of, like, I think it's 70 meters or 75 meters, you're losing half of your damage. So you have to let stuff get really close to you if you want to do 100% of your damage. Like 25 meters is not that far. The enemies cover that really quick, and if you have to let everything get up that close to you so that you can do 100% of your damage, it, it it's a bad change. I don't know why they did it, but it is a really bad change.
Now, they only buffed the damage by, what is this, 30% or something? So we got a 30% damage buff for 2 times the fall off damage nerf. Now, I also am going to scroll up to a recent patch notes, I believe about 3 patches ago, where they got rid of the spread. And do you guys remember what they did in this spread patch when they got...
They also didn't change the weapon sway on any of the submachine guns, so you can't just kind of like shoot from the hip and have any sort of accuracy. And that's the whole point of the submachine guns and the pistols too. Like the pistol, you really have to aim down sights, and even then, you kind of have to be like not moving at all because the weapon sway on it is just bananas.
got rid of the spread, they doubled the fall off. So all of these SMGs got their spread drastically reduced. They got the sway nerf, and their drag was increased from 0.3 to 0.6. So this was the May patch, 513. So this was the May patch. So back before May, the drag of these weapons was only 0.3. Now they are 1.2. These SMGs have 4 times the amount of fall off damage that they did just a few patches ago. Now let's quickly take a look at this spreadsheet, which is the fall off damage at range. So these are the numbers for 25 meters. This is the percentage of damage you lose at 25.
Okay, yeah, here's the big breakdown. See, look at that. At 50 meters, you're for the knight, which is a very good submachine gun, you're losing almost 50% of your damage at 50 meters. At 100 meters, 85% of your damage. You might as well not even shoot. Mostly you shouldn't be shooting anyway with a submachine gun at that range. Unless, even if the patrol's coming at you, you should be using a support weapon or a stratagem of some sort, or just bypassing that patrol altogether. Because your detection range is, I want to say, 35 meters is your detection range. So mostly anything under 40 meters you want to engage with, but anything over that you pick and choose. So you don't want to fight everything all the time. A lot of stuff, especially on a level 10, you want to just scoot around so it doesn't slow you down, or yeah, you have the risk of having reinforcements called in on you if you can't kill them fast enough. So that's a gamble. But even at 35 meters, like, they can detect you within 35 meters, but with submachine guns and pistols, you don't do your full damage until 25 meters. That's a 10-meter difference. That is also not good.
Meters, 50 meters, 100 meters. And you can see this was for last patch. This has not been updated for this patch yet. But I want you to notice the SMGs compared to the shotguns.
Oh my gosh, look at the Senator, 71% at 100 meters. 40% at 50 meters. That makes the Senator not very good. I guess this is basically secondary weapons. You should either be bringing in a melee weapon or like a stim pistol, grenade pistol, or ultimatum, because your secondaries are not really that useful anymore. I mean, the secondaries were really only for killing stuff that was right up close to you and you didn't have time to reload your primary. That's mostly what secondaries are used for anyway, with the exception of the bots. Using the Senator on the bots was like the best way to take down Scout Striders, because if you shot them twice in their hip joint, you would bring it down. So it was a really fast way to take them down. And you could do that. You used to be able to do that at a distance, and now you might not be able to do that, especially with this fall off damage. Like 40%. If that doubled, then that was only 20% before. So I'm gonna try testing that today.
The
That
knight.
that's gonna be one thing that I want to try testing. Like so far today, I want to test Epoch one-shotting a Hulk in the eye, and I'm gonna also test the Senator, shooting it in the hip joint from a distance. Should be easy enough to test. I think I just need to run a level 5 Hulk destroying mission, and I should be able to. The Scout Strider, I might need to run a 7. But either way, I'm gonna
Lost
do
25% damage at 25 meters. Last patch. The Punisher.
Wow, look at that too. The knight is the highest. Reprimand, Pummeler, Defender, Knight, those are the submachine guns. Reprimand is 72, Pummeler's 70, Defender's 72, and Knight is 85. Why is the Knight so much higher than the other submachine guns? And why is the Breaker, which is the main like starter shotgun, why does the Breaker only have 40% fall off? Like the shotgun should be way higher. Why is the Slugger higher than the Breaker? The Breaker fires buckshot and the Slugger fires slugs. And the Halt is also a shotgun. Look at that, it's only 20%. Why is there such a wide variance in the shotguns? That doesn't make any sense. That is a really bad change. That is awful. Man.
Only lost 10% damage at 25 meters. The Breaker lost 13% damage at 25 meters. The Slugger lost 20% damage at 25 meters. The SMGs already had shotgun levels of fall off damage, and this patch doubled it again. So now every single SMG in the game has worse fall off damage than shotguns. So somehow the SMGs have, like, I don't know the exact number because the fall off damage calculation is weird, but it's like they have double the damage, double the fall off as shotguns, or maybe it won't quite be double, but it definitely has worse damage fall off than shotguns at even only 25 meters. So now let's quickly talk about the Reprimand and also the Verdict. The Verdict uses the same bullet as the Reprimand. So the Reprimand got a 10 damage buff, which is like an 8% damage buff, but it got double the fall off damage nerf. So what this means is last patch, you were able to one tap a Devastator at like 40 or 50, 45 meters. Now you can only one tap them within 25 meters. The damage buff this got was nowhere close to the nerf it got. Not like nowhere close. I don't even know what breakpoint or what meaningful, like any sort of meaningful change by buffing this by 10 damage. So the Reprimand and the Verdict just straight up got shafted this patch. Now, the other smaller SMGs like the Knight and the Defender did get a lot of damage buffs. They were like the same or worse against Warrior Heads and Devastator Legs, but they are better within 25 meters against any enemy that didn't get buffed this patch. And so now let's get into the cursed knowledge about flesh mobs, and this one is truly cursed.
I mean, I understand what they're kind of going for with the fall off damage in trying to make the submachine guns feel very different from the assault rifles. But if your detection range is 35 meters, then the damage fall off range should have also been 35 meters. So that way, if they can see you, you can still do maximum damage to them. So otherwise, you have that 10-meter gap.
So they updated the wiki with the flesh mob health pools. What they did was they lowered the flesh mob's health by 1,000. Sounds great, right? But they buffed the durability of almost every part by 15%. And let me tell you, this 15% durable buff absolutely offsets this 1,000 damage. Now, one thing you might notice here, in the patch notes, they said they made the heads 150% to main. Now, this is just weird, okay? They only made 6 of the heads deal 150% to main, and they're still 25% durable. But for some reason, the 2 lowest heads, I believe the one on the front and the one on the back, got nerfed. So the 2 lowest heads, for some reason, do not deal 150 to main, and they're now 40% durable. So what does this mean? Like, what does this mean? What changed? So flesh mob. So we just did a simple math here. We took the new liberator damage and we calculated it out for the old flesh mob, and we took the new liberator damage and we calculated it out for the new flesh mob. It would have been 83 bullets last patch if they buffed the liberator, and now it's 81. So what that means is if you shoot the heads with the new liberator, that is the only net positive of the flesh mob. But what does that mean for the weapons that didn't get buffed this patch? Any weapon that didn't get buffed this patch or wasn't an explosive just flat out got nerfed. So like, for example, shooting the medium machine gun is nerfed. Shooting the heavy machine gun against flesh mob.
I did notice with the medium machine gun yesterday, I did notice a difference. When I was fighting in the bugs and I was shooting at hive guards and warriors, that I couldn't kill them nearly as fast as before. So I'm gonna have to just use the stalwart, 'cause the stalwart at least did get. I'm pretty sure the stalwart hit a durability increase as well as damage. Let me check that real quick. I gotta pull up the patch notes. And if you did notice, I did bookmark that wiki. I haven't used that site before. I'm gonna look into it and see what information. If Thick is using it, then it obviously is a good source of information. Okay, see, the stalwart did get a durable damage increase, so I guess I'm not using the medium machine gun anymore. Maybe I'll just use the grenade launcher, or I'll use the stalwart, which is too bad. The MG43 was my favorite sport weapon. I absolutely love that weapon. I used to use it on the bugs like almost exclusively, and with the Illuminate. Love it.
Nerfed.
That's really
Shooting,
sad.
I don't know, the adjudicator against them got nerfed. Shooting the coyote against them got nerfed because they also take less fire damage now. And what does this mean for explosives? Well, explosive weapons were just flat buffed. Explosive weapons did 100% durable. So buffing the durable damage on the flesh mob doesn't mean anything to explosive. And the reason why this is bad is because the explosive weapons were already the meta. Explosive weapons already felt good. So, I don't know. They only enforce the explosive meta against this enemy. Now, just quickly, another unlisted change, and I'm going to be fair here. I think they just forgot to put this one in the patch notes. It was the Senator. It was the only pistol they didn't list in the patch notes, I believe. But the Senator got a small damage buff, 225 damage. It used to be 200. I am just assuming it got double the drag. I'm not 100% sure on that one, but that would fall in line with the rest of the patch notes today. Okay, so now let's talk about performance, because what was on everybody's mind is performance. Did they fix the performance this patch? Now, number one, I will say that my overall FPS was better. Last patch, I was getting, fluctuating around 80 FPS. And then when I was in heavy fights, it would maybe dip down to like 60 or even below 60. This patch, I was heavily fluctuating around 100 FPS.
So I haven't noticed actual in-match performance increases, but I have noticed that on ship, my frame rate is abysmal, and it never used to be, and that never got changed or fixed or increased. So that is still really bad. Now, I was able to actually play the bots where before yesterday I couldn't even play any bot missions because I would freeze up to 30 seconds frequently during match, and if it went on any longer than 20 seconds, then I'd be disconnected and I'd have to reconnect using a life. So I basically I couldn't play bot missions, and I was able to actually play bot missions last night, with the exception of I did get a crash, and then after that crash, I tried to reconnect, and the game wouldn't load up. I opened up my task manager. I made sure like game guard and stuff was closed, and I still couldn't open up the game. It crashed about 6 times trying to reload, and the way I had to get back into game is I had to restart my computer. I don't know what the hell happened and why the restart fixed it. I might have missed something that was running that obviously was closed during the restart, but that did happen to me on the bots. And I only played one operation on the bots, and that happened. So it's not looking real good.
And it was dipping down to like 90 or 80 in like really heavy fights or when there was a lot of explosions going off. I noticed about a 20 FPS boost this patch. Now, I also only briefly tested the guaranteed automaton crash, which I have mentioned.
I'm going to let this play for a few minutes. I'm going to go to the bathroom and get something to drink. But I'm going to keep my headset on, and I'll still be listening, and I'll come back and talk about anything. So I will be right back.
Mentioned it in a couple of videos now. We farmed detector towers without shooting dropships. We got 1,700 kills and didn't crash. That's a W for performance. Then we farmed detector towers shooting down dropships. Now, this was a Omega stress test. Shooting down dropships is insanely intensive in this game. It is probably the most intensive thing you can do. And my game was chugging. It was hard stuttering, but we did not crash. I genuinely think this is an improvement. I only did 2 tests today. I will be stress testing this much, much more in the upcoming days to see if that this is consistent. But I do believe that they improved the bots by optimizing the way they explode. They obviously need to do more. We were hard stuttering, but this was an absolute stress test. Like I'm being 100% serious. I know it looks bad, but last patch, if we did this, we would just crash, 20 minutes into the game. Whereas the game was really trying to hold on this time. So I do think it was an improvement. Overall, I do believe they improved performance. They definitely need to do more. What I will say, which is the net negative here, is they did not fix hard locks. And unfortunately, my friend Claysthetics had to find this out the hard way. He was reading the patch notes. He was happy to test things. And his first game in, his computer completely hard locked. His last comment of his stream was, my CPU spiked to 80, and then his stream just ends.
Do you have that open? So my CPU spiking to 80. Oh, $5, 5A from Admitos. My Tarkov joke was really that.
His PC hard locked. He had to completely restart. Later in the Discord, 2 hours after the patch, the CEO Shams said something along the lines of, yes, we are still working on the hard locks. I'll put the screenshot up on screen. I don't remember exactly what he said, but they did not fix the hard locks, just flat out. If you were hard locking last patch, there's a very high chance you could still be hard locking this patch. I do not recommend reinstalling the game if your computer was hard freezing to the point you had to restart it last patch. Now, if you didn't have those issues, I want to say you're probably fine to play this patch, but just take that with a grain of salt. Take that with a warning. I was not having any hard lock issues last patch, and I did not hard lock, at least not yet today. Now, I did get an encoding error, which crashed my stream earlier. I was streaming. I had Helldivers open. I tabbed out of Helldivers to look at a video, and I got a encoding error that I had to restart my PC to be able to boot up my stream again. So the game is still not in a good state. I do think they improved performance, like I said before, but they definitely need to do better. We need more performance patches.
Yeah,
absolutely. This was just one patch of many.
hard
Okay,
lock.
now that's it for the video. I know I didn't cover everything in depth, But I just wanted to get my initial thoughts out there that this honestly was a very deceptive patch. There were a lot of nerfs dressed up as buffs, and there were a lot of stealth nerfs. And the flush mob changes were just flat out bad. They just made explosives better. Explosives were already good against them. So they took this one in the wrong direction. And with that being said, let me know what you think in the comments. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. See you guys later.
Yeah, so not a big W for the patch is the bottom line. Most of the changes that they did were just small changes, and the damage increases that they did ended up being mostly negated by the drag increases that they did. Not really great. Uh, Time to get into some testing, I think, and see how the Senator is and the Epoch is. And then just do some basic battling of some sort. Do I have another video open? No. Okay, let's get into it, I guess. Yeah, overall, I love Thick's big technical breakdown videos. I love when he puts them out. Always enjoy them. If you enjoy technical videos like I do, Aravid and Thick are really great creators that do those deep dives. Not always, but they're the only ones that I've noticed that do, and I've checked out quite a few Helldivers creators. Most of the people in the Propaganda Commander program, although I haven't watched any of Clay's videos, or if I have, they weren't memorable enough for me.
Super Earth, our home. Prosperity.
Yeah, I'll slam down this coffee and get some bots going here. Alright, I want the Senator. And the Epoch's the support weapon. You know what? I'll bring the Dynamite to showcase. The pineapple grenades are really good now. I like the change that they did for those. And you know what I'm also going to do is I'm going to change and turn off my open mic. Set it to push to talk, and that way I can still keep chat here and not have any like random people that I join. Hey man, who are you talking to?
This operation would strike a mighty blow against the enemy.
There's a mission that's like search and destroy, and it's to search and destroy a Hulk, but I don't remember the difficulty. There it is. Automaton Hulks. There's 2 of them on this map. That's gonna be perfect.
Hellpods Prime.
You know, I'm also gonna put on some.
Engaging orbital thrusters. Orbit synchronized.
Put on scout armor so I can get nice and close. Cluster bombs. I don't need a supply pack. Don't want to use. You know what? I'll use a 4-pack. And I'll go with the Eagles. If I'm using cluster bombs, you know what? I'll change the cluster bombs to a machine gun sentry. Yeah, that'll be fine. Put on vitality if you're running solos. Bring the vitality. The vitality booster arrowhead balances around, so it is pretty much necessary to use. Unfortunately.
Hellpod launch initiated.
The Hellpod space enhancement, so you can roll down with full ammo. That's almost necessary, but you can always call in some electrical right away, so it's not as critical as vitality. I get in my supply pod.
Go now and shoot you fall. Remember this. Every day is a good day to die for democracy.
And my EPOD. Oh, I should run stuff.
Deploying support weapon.
Oh well. The Hulk shouldn't be moving anyway when I get up to it. Because this mission type is to kill Hulks in a static position. Like, look how much fog there is. Like, there's a source of fog. There's fog in the sky. There's just fog here. Like, it's fucking awful. Is that a POI?
There's
Yeah,
something
that's a
here.
POI. Just crack him with the epoch. Oh yeah, super credits. Get some. I'm gonna go for a full clear. I don't care. I'll reload. That other POI. Get my stuck.
Tagging map.
Go for this Hulk. Take out that patrol. Even though it's not necessary. I feel like doing it.
Found something.
Priority target should be nearby. Stay sharp.
It's gonna be right in here.
Objective critical stratagem available.
Damn it, I need him to be turned around.
Objective critical stratagem no longer available.
This might get
Objective critical stratagem available.
Okay, there's his eye.
Helldiver KIA deploying replacement. Request approved. Reinforcements have been launched.
Damn, I'm gonna have to wait for another one to spawn now.
Reporting to the front.
Well, I can wait for... I can wait for the other Hulk.
Sending down sentry.
This guy armor's so good for sneaking. I should have used my smoke strike, and I could have gotten really close to him without him seeing me. What I can do is test out this dynamite and see how
Objective critical
good
stratagem
it
available.
is taking the Hulks out. I think I'm gonna be honest if I shoot this guy. Alright, I'm gonna have to get all my testing in on that last Hulk. Nah, it's only got a minute left. You know what? I'm just gonna sit and wait a minute. I'm just worried that if I miss, like if I killed this guy with the dynamite and I go to the next Hulk and I miss the eye shot,
Objective
or I'm
critical
not
stratagem no
100%
longer
sure that
available.
I got it, that I'll have to do this again,
Sending down equipment package.
and I don't necessarily want to do this again. Again, I'd rather just play an actual regular mission. So I'm just gonna play it safe. I know it's gonna be kind of boring just waiting a minute, but you know, it is what it is. I might be able to lure away some of the guys that are guarding the base. If I had an explosive weapon, oh, maybe if I throw a dynamite, I can. Let's see. Is he on the move? No.
Sending down equipment package. Deploying support weapon.
Here we go.
Objective critical stratagem available.
Try not to overcharge it this time. I gotta be careful with this guy here. He's probably gonna see me as soon as I do this. Sneak down and get as close to the line of shot as I can. That's pretty good. Alright, here we go. Okay, so you can one-shot.
Objective critical stratagem no longer available.
You never used to be able to. That's pretty huge. There should be some rares over here. No? Okay, well there's rares here. On a 10, there's rares where those lasers are blazing. Alright, go back to the supply drop, resupply, and then do a full clear and
Dropping a pin.
get out of here. But that's not. Oh, I forgot to reload the rock. You know what? Forget it. It's not like I was that far away anyway. I've got one more Hulk to test on. I might just go for a dynamite kill on it. Because there's not going to be striders in this. Oh, I don't have rare samples to collect, that's why there's none. That makes sense. Is that it? Yeah, that looks like that's it. Alright, next base.
Tagging map.
Go boom.
Deploying sentry.
If you sprint and dive before you throw farther. If you sprint, I do that occasionally.
Democracy delivered.
Is that LiDAR?
Never mind. Cancel that.
That is LiDAR. always good to stay in the habit of grabbing samples. At some point, they're going to actually use them for something other than donating to the DSS, which is usually a waste of time, and I often forget to do it. At some point, there's going to be a use for them, hopefully. And it's not going to continue to be a big waste of time. It's better to stay in the habit of collecting. That was a nice shot. Usually around the illegal broadcast, there's also samples, but I don't see them, which is disappointing. And there's a base to take out, and there's that Hulk to take out. The Hulk might even be in that base. There's also
Found something.
POI that I want to collect. These POIs with the light flashing up, you can get super credits from them, so they are really important. There you go, super credits. They're really important to check. Basically, always try to check them if you can. I don't think that.
Outpost cleared.
Samples over. Wow, there's no samples over there either. Yeah. Gotcha.
Sending down sentry.
Break out the dynamite. That's just samples here. Where are all these rare samples? Or not rare, common samples? Get 17 of them here somewhere. Yeah, that hole's gonna be down in there.
High priority target is in your vicinity.
Yeah. It's fine. I'll get to him.
There's something here.
Yeah, I'll get some supply going.
Deploying equipment package.
And I'm gonna smoke so I can get nice and close and try to one-shot that Hulk.
Found
again.
something.
I mean, it is consistent in one-shotting Hulks. It might actually be worth taking on missions now, even with it stopping the reload. To report to the squad tonight. I usually play with the same group of people, and they will appreciate the effort that I put into this, hopefully. It's not like they're a bunch of assholes.
Attack underway. 20 minutes remaining.
Not a good layout. Okay, let's see. Okay, I'm all locked in, I think. Lay down. Yeah. Okay, here we go.
Freedom has prevailed. Now head to the extraction point. Deploying sentry.
Eagle 1 leaving combat zone to resupply.
Alright, oh, then I was good.
Throwing grenade.
Ow! Ooh, Strider. Okay, that worked. It's gonna work. How far is he? Meters, I need to get a little bit further. Damn, he's too far now. Okay, here we go. He's not phasing. There we go. And come on, turn around. Yeah, you see. Alright, well. I mean, that's not a reinforced scout strider, but, and that was only, like 30 meters bunker. I'm hoping that the reinforced scout striders are still going to
Extraction is available.
Probably aren't. Oh, damn it, that didn't work. I was trying to warp it. Ooh, triple stack of weapons. Which I also need to start saving because there's going to be a run coming out very soon. I can just feel it. It might even be this coming week, but if it's not this week, it's going to be next week.
Tactical asset nearby.
Tactical asset.
Bag's empty.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh, look at my perfect aim. Got him.
Helldivers never die.
First try.
Diver KIA deploying replacement. Request approved. Deploying reinforcements.
It's too funny. Hello.
Sending down equipment package.
Why did it say that there was a tactical asset in here?
Never mind.
Is there something over there?
You may proceed to extraction when ready.
I think there is something over there.
Deploying sentry.
Let's see where that guy was coming from. Yeah, there's nothing here. That's fine. It's an extra like 40 seconds. I'm going to search. Is there? Get this called in. Get some supplies down.
Deploying equipment package. Extraction shuttle inbound.
Samples. There should be some here. Excuse me. There should be some here somewhere. Oh, there's a PO. God damn it, I got it. Next, it's a shipping crate POI. It's too important to me.
ETA T-minus 1 minute, 30 seconds. Deploying sentry.
Democracy's on its way.
There it is. Alright, well, I'm not gonna be able to make it.
Found something!
I guess that is two. Oh my god, it's multiple. It's two. Waste of time. But again, it's fine.
Helldivers not at extraction site. Pelican 1 landing aborted. Regaining altitude.
Administering freedom. Eagle 1 leaving combat zone to resupply.
Pelican 1 returning to extraction point. Please ensure you're inside the extraction radius. Deploying sentry.
Get some! Get some!
ETA T-minus 1 minute, 30 seconds. ETA T-minus 20 seconds. ETA T-minus 10 seconds. Pelican 1 approaching pickup. Pelican 1 landing in progress.
Okay, how much? Why did I want to see how much resupply the Epoch gets from a supply drop. Okay, well that gets me close.
My life for super! Fire in the hole!
Alright, good to go.
Extraction complete. Pelican 1 beginning ascent.
Hey, how you doing? I'm doing alright. Just doing some testing.
Another victory for the right side of history.
Check the update that happened yesterday. So I'm running full level missions. What about you? How you doing? Question is, should I bother doing the geologic survey that's left? No. If there were more people on Fenmire, and that liberation percentage was higher, I would go for it, but since it's not, I'm not gonna bother. I will check the companion app and see how many people are though. Let's see. Most people are on Hellmire, and there's also a defense on Tarek. And we're losing the Hellmire. Alright, so it looks like I'm bug diving, going to Hellmire. Boom. Oh yeah, look at that accuracy.
Welcome
Crushed
back.
it.
Democracy's reach extends a bit further.
Alright,
thanks to
bug diving. You know what? I'm gonna keep the Dinamites. And ultimatum. And back to the garbage spray and pray. I really hate this weapon, but I need to finish it. What am I gonna run? I'll run a recoilless rifle so I can engineering kit. Yeah, why not? This is also an engineering. Oh, no, it's explosive. I didn't think I had a medium explosive resist. Yeah, that'll be fine. Do I have anybody online? He's in a private game. He talks a lot too, so I'll pass on that. He's on Tarek. Alright, looks like I'm joining some randoms on... what's it called? You know what? I'm gonna get that.
Managed democracy calls for
Reset.
aid.
There we go.
Only
I'm
you
gonna
can
finish
end
this. I'll finish it as fast as possible.
Hellpods prime.
It's just really.
Engaging orbital thrusters.
What type of games do I
Orbit
usually stream?
synchronized.
I'm all over the place. I play a variety of games. Right now I've been playing a lot of Helldivers. Not necessarily on stream, but I have been playing a lot of Helldivers. I really do enjoy it. This is only a 3. You know what? I'll stick with the Epoch. Bring a supply pack. That'll be fine. This is absolutely the wrong weapon to use for them. I'll have to go back to the Dominator. I don't need Ultimatum. I will. I like the Verdict better. But the Warren right now doesn't get the bullet drop off, so yeah, I know it doesn't really answer your question.
Hellpod launch initiated.
Probably, I would say the only games that I really play is I don't like turn-based RPGs, and I don't really play sports games. But outside of that, I'm pretty open. Diablo, I really love Diablo 3. Diablo 4, I don't like the online
Go now,
component
Helldiver.
of it, so
Let our
I
enemies take no step that is not hindered by the
never
corpse of their
really
comrade.
enjoyed it. I didn't even finish beating Diablo 4 because I just I didn't like that you put other people away in mission. Not
There's
that
something here.
you know they can attack you and stuff. It was not necessary, and they only really did that so that you would have to sign up for an account and they could sell your information.
Deploying equipment package.
So I didn't really appreciate that. And did that really
Dropping a
affect
pin.
my choice? Yeah, it did. I remember one part in the overworld, a high-level enemy, or not high-level
Found
player
something.
ran up on me and the missions as we were running between missions. Oh, I didn't bring the ward pack. Alright, well, not cracking that. And he ran up on me and the missus, and he had a whole big huge mob chasing him, and we got rolled because of it. He just kept running by and aggroed them all into us.
Objective located.
And that kind of sucked. And then later on, there
Objective critical
was
stratagem available. Objective critical stratagem no longer available.
objective that was in the middle of a PvP area that you had to get into the PvP. Why didn't that stick? You had to get into the PvP area to get to the mission, and we ended up getting killed by players that were camping it, which I also didn't like. Call of Duty, because of my health, I can't really play PvP games. I did like Modern Warfare 2, the new Modern Warfare 2, I did really enjoy its zombies. I did not like Modern Warfare 3 zombies. So I didn't play Modern Warfare 3 zombies very much. Just, to me, it was mostly just like running around in circles, kiting the zombies, and that wasn't enjoyable. I basically just came kite all the bad guys, and I didn't find that enjoyable.
Tactical asset nearby.
Dota. I played the original Dota when it was a Warcraft 3 mod. I liked it enough back then, and then I didn't play it when it became a I don't know why I didn't want playing it, but yeah, I did.
Sending down an equipment package.
Yeah, I'm that old that I played it when it was Warcraft 3 mod. Okay, so that's your question there. Got interested in this game because your best friend plays it. Are you talking about Helldivers 2? Do I stream regularly? Yes, I try to stream every weekday in the late afternoon Eastern time. Aside from Wednesday. But
Request
it really
approved.
depends
Reinforcements have been launched.
on, you know,
Reporting to the front.
if I am not feeling
Allied destroyer joining squadron, deploying Helldiver to combat zone.
then
I've got this one.
I can't stream.
I'll handle
But I
the
try
promo.
to.
Mission map updated.
Hey, what's up?
Hey.
Who is this? Do I know who that is? Helldivers 2 is a lot of fun.
How long does you have to grind this game to get to level 147?
Outpost destroyed.
Oh my, because this game gives me like such little XP.
Yeah, you gotta do the level 10s if you want flyers.
Okay, yeah, I also have to do easier challenges because I have a friend that just got the game and he's only level 4, so I gotta tone it down for him.
Yeah, oh, that makes sense. But basically, the higher you can push into difficulty, the more XP you earn.
Okay, so for the clankers,
Tagging map.
what type of bullets would be the best? Shotgun, energy, rifle, marksman?
Just the regular ones. If you're good at aim, the marksman weapons are really good. Otherwise, you probably want to use like the Liberator Penetrator.
Okay, yeah, because the Liberator Penetrator is the basic weapon.
Yeah.
Get some! Get some! Automaton outpost destroyed.
Right now I'm using the plasma rifle because it has medium armor penetrating and it does explosive damage.
Yeah, if you're good at hitting weak points, then you can basically use any weapon, and the Diligence sniper rifle is a really good one to use.
Alright, I'll try. What do you run right now?
Well, right now I'm using the Dominator, but only because I don't
Oh, okay. I think I'll try out using the Penetrator on like higher difficulty.
Main objective nearby. Objective critical stratagem available.
Calling down objective equipment. Throwing supply
Objective critical
beacon.
stratagem no longer available.
If you have access to it, the Plasma Finisher is a fantastic bot weapon. The Purifier is a fantastic bot weapon. Scorcher.
Oh, I have the Scorcher. This is oh no, wait, I'm using the Scorcher right now. That's what it is.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I'm on the
If you're good
terminal.
at hitting weak points, Sickle, Diligence are very solid choices.
Okay, yeah, so I'd say energy-based weapons for aliens, normal bullets for flankers, and shotgun shells for the void people. Or the Germans, yeah. To get rid of these dirty flankers. They'd be taking up bombs.
Reloading.
Oh, God, that's a lot. Hold up.
Calling down a sentry.
Sending down sentry.
Requesting air support. Keep liberty. Throwing grenade.
Oh, God. Yo, there's one of the guys with, like, the rockets on his shoulders. Got him.
Mission at 30 minutes remaining.
Oh, damn it. I did that to myself again. Oh, boy. Yeah, go ahead and share it.
Reinforcements have been launched.
More the merrier.
Point to the end. Mag's empty. New mag.
You've done your duty. You may extract
There's
with
supplies
honor.
on the ground if you need them.
Okay.
Dropping a pin. South. 100 meters.
Well, flamethrower,
Oh.
well, I guess I'm using it. I did that LiDAR already.
I remember it's been like a month since I've been on this game, and my friend just got it. So I put it on level 4 because that's what I would normally play on. And the first thing we see is like that giant ass alien that has like the long legs.
Oh yeah, the harvesters.
Yeah.
Extraction is available.
And Rover keeps trying to keeps hitting him too. It's funny.
Oh boy. Thank you.
Alright, I'll get this little outpost.
New mag. Tagging map. West. 100 meters.
Yeah, we should probably hit some of these POIs. Oh, where was that bunker? Oh, it was way down there.
I'm just gonna destroy this little outpost here.
Yeah. I was gonna check this POI here.
Alright, I don't think I can. I'm glitched. I got hit underneath the flag and now I cannot.
Tagging location. West.
Alright, I'm gonna melee you.
you.
Yep.
That's what it
Watch out
was.
for this
That's
tower.
what hit me. It's that giant cannon.
Requesting sentry.
Sending down sentry.
Use your heat on it.
Advanced weaponry.
God damn it. Oh, it's so bad.
Have a taste of democracy!
Automaton outpost scrapped.
I got the cannon.
New mag!
Thank you. Why is there no aim on this shit?
New mag!
Right, I got it. Just too late. Oh, the E-bots.
Freedom requires
Yeah, if
firepower.
your friend wants
pain, no
to
freedom.
join, I'll if you pop in chat, I'll give you
Tagging
my
map.
in-game
West,
friend
100
code,
meters.
and if you're happy to
Alright, I threw down
join
a
in
reach
on the
supply.
run. I like playing with
Got a sample.
random people. Certainly don't mind.
Sending in an
And
eagle.
yeah, my channel is simple. I'm just trying to build it up. Slowly, I never actually think
Say hello
seriously.
to democracy!
But when you're poor and disabled, you can only do so much so quick. But I'd like to hope to get there at some point someday.
Got him.
Requesting air support.
Here comes the
Calling
cavalry.
down a sentry.
Objective critical stratagem available.
Calling in a hell bomb. I got the terminal. Hell bomb armed. Clear the area.
There, I'll get to a clear spot here and I'll see what
Sending in an eagle.
messages you've posted.
Coming in
How
hot.
many of these POIs do you want to check out?
Oh, there's a lot.
Yeah, like,
Eagle
you
1
want to
leaving
circle
combat
back
zone to
and check
resupply.
them all, or
There's. So the closest one would be right over here.
Yep. So my channel looks a bit simple. Yeah, eventually I'm going to invest in some art for it, but I gotta wait until I can get subscriptions and generate some money from that before paying somebody to do it. I believe somebody has offered, but I don't remember if they're working on it or not. But yeah, it's something that I want to do in the future. But I mean, when you're on disability, like I am,
Sample collected.
just affording basics, i.e., like groceries, is a challenge enough.
Dropping a pin.
And
We already did.
100 meters.
yeah, I got those.
Okay.
Putting in some money to play games on top of that becomes even more
Extraction is
challenging.
available.
So, you know, I'm trying to do it as I can, I guess is the long answer to that.
Tagging map. Northeast, 200
Now,
meters.
There was a bunker where I dropped in that I couldn't open. I'm gonna put a point on it.
Liberty
where I
returns,
think it
locked
might
and
be.
loaded.
Dropping a pin. East, 100 meters.
I don't know why you have to be sprinting to open up your map,
No, you
and
don't.
instead of it just canceling out.
You don't have to be sprinting to open the map.
No, I know that, but like if you're not sprinting and you open the map, it'll cancel out the map. I don't understand it.
Oh, if you start sprinting when you have the map open, yeah, it cancels it then. It's around here somewhere.
Tagging map. Northeast, 100 meters.
Here, maybe. Oh yeah, this is it.
Yeah, oh, let's go. We have enough. Level 31.
I've got this one. Tagging map. Northwest, 200 meters.
Ooh, super credits, nice.
I need those badly. Because I finished the normal battle pass, so I have to like save up a bunch of war bond credits or credits to get.
Oh, yeah.
Extraction is available.
If you want to generate
Allied
super
destroyer
credits
joining squadron,
the
deploying
fastest,
Helldiver.
Run level 1s, and if you have a warp pack, you can warp through the door of the bunkers, or if you use a mech, you can glitch yourself through the door so you can farm the super credits
Mission
by
at
yourself.
20 minutes remaining.
My friend wanted to play Helldivers with me after our school dance. So I'm just gonna do that with him. I'm just gonna run a bunch of level 1s and get bunkers.
I've got this one.
Yeah, you basically just hit all the POIs as fast as you can, drop in the center of the map, and then both of you split in different directions, and then whoever finds the bunker, put a pin on the map and return to it. Or if you've got the warp pack, then you can just open the door. But that's the fastest
Okay,
way.
yeah.
And doing that, you should be able to pull 30 to 40 per run, and then just once you've hit the POIs with the mission, and you should be able to do that in like a few minutes. It's not a great way of earning them, but right now it's the best.
It is, yeah, relatively fast way.
Yeah, the reward system in this is not super great at the moment, but they will hopefully fix it at some point. I don't use Instagram, but yeah, I mean, I'll add you to my Discord.
That was an insane fight.
Extraction is available.
I got more super credits here.
Tagging map. North, 50 meters.
This has been not a bad run for super credits. And 2 bunkers.
Alright, I'm gonna check out this mining place of
Where is this?
Reloading.
Oh, this guy has the exosuit. I want to save up for that.
Dropping a pin. Southwest,
Alright,
300
map
meters.
is clear.
There's one more place. I mean, yeah, relatively it is.
Oh yeah, I see it over there. I can't see it because the pin's on it, but yeah, I see it.
Alright, I got it. Map's clear. Let's extract.
Deploying sentry. Attacking map. West. Far.
Requesting air support.
Keep liberty.
Cluster bomb didn't get anybody.
Calling in extraction.
What's better, the like normal gun sentry or the Gatling sentry?
It really depends. The machine gun sentry is not a lot, so it is pretty handy. But the Gatling sentry can kill stuff a lot faster, so it really depends on the enemies that you're fighting.
So I usually face against aliens most of the time. But I mean, I always tell my low-level friend, either get on top of it or duck down. It's not gonna stop for anything. I told him, and he found out the hard way.
Oh yeah, Gatling sentries. They be killing Helldivers.
Requesting sentry.
Going down a sentry.
So even like the machine gun sentry on 10s, even on alternatives, are fine to bring, especially if you're using them as a distraction to pull enemies
Get some!
after you.
Get some!
So as you get comfortable using the two, you'll get a feel for how to use them both. It's just a time in thing, you know.
I've got you! Dropping item.
Pelican 1 arriving at coordinates. Pelican 1 landing sequence initiated. Watch where you're standing. Countdown initiated. Stand by for takeoff. Reinforcement budget depleted. Extraction complete. Pelican 1 beginning ascent. Liberty smiles upon your trail.
Actually, if you are doing level 1s for super credits, it's the best way to also get medals and rec slips just by hitting the POIs.
Wait, to do what?
To get medals and rec slips. If you're farming super credits on a level 1, it's the best way to earn those too. Or
Okay.
I mean, it's the fastest way to earn them.
So all I gotta do is clear out the map.
Yeah, here, I'll run it. I'll jump into a level 1 with you and I'll show you.
Okay. I just look like I look like I just came out of the pits of hell.
If you have the fast recon vehicle unlocked, it helps move around the map fast. I don't remember what level you need to be to unlock it, but it's a helpful thing for doing the super credit run.
Yeah, no, I don't have the vehicle.
So what you want to do when you're at your war table is you want to look for planets that have good sight lines. Trying to think of a good.
Oh yeah, like
Vernon
everything
Wells is a
lined
good
up.
one. Yeah, because you want to be able to see the POIs from a distance. You have a few options right now. Accurate 3 is a decent one. Fact Bay
Every
is
moment
a
we
decent
ruminate,
one.
another family is torn limb from limb. We must strike.
Ooh, they're getting really close.
Effluvia is a decent one. Yeah, it's fine. It'll be okay. Miriam's a decent one, but Vernon Wells I know is just an outside map like
This operation is complete. You have served democracy well.
Go down to a level 1, and then what you're looking for when you're selecting your mission is when you hover over the mission like this, you want the playable area to be the full circle. So like this, you see the bottom, like the whole right side is not available. That's going to be a bad one to select.
That's gonna be a relatively good but not perfect choice.
This one has those areas blocked out, so that's not a very good one.
That's a good
This
one.
one's mostly full. Also, stay away from the Super City maps, like this, because their POIs will spawn in the floor.
This operation would hamstring the enemy's capabilities.
So you want to try and get a full circle.
Initiating FTL jump to the Vernon Wells
Okay.
system. Jump complete.
And then do
Mission
these level
coordinates
ones
locked.
all around so you want to be like, as
Hellpod
fast as
Prime.
possible. So light armor. You don't need to change any of that now, but when you're doing it with your friend, you want light armor.
What about
and
here?
then if you've got the jetpack or the fast recon vehicle, anything to make you move faster, basically.
Okay.
But
I have the jump pack, but not the jet pack.
Hellpod launch suspended.
Sorry about that. Since I'm going to be doing it with the here. He doesn't have the war packs, so I'll bring the fast recon vehicle. What do I need?
I'll do the stamina enhancement. Or wait, which one do you have? Because I have muscle and stamina.
Oh, it doesn't matter. We're on a level 1. And then
I'll
the booster,
do.
if you guys have the booster, the UAV recon booster, you'll want to bring that because it
Okay, I got it.
extends the radius that you can.
Yeah, I
send
got it.
POIs.
Hellpod launch initiated.
So I'll do this with you, but what you would want to do with your friend is you want to drop in the dead center of the map and then split directions.
Okay, yeah, because my friend is also, since he just got the game 2 days ago, but he's actually pretty good at it.
Go now, and fear the
So
shadow of neither death
I'm gonna get my jump hat.
This
Oh
POI
my
here
god.
is going to be one that has a shipping crate where you can get super credits from.
There's something here.
And then don't complete the mission. Because if you complete the mission, you can't just quit. You're going to have to actually call in the Pelican and take the time to do it. And you don't want to do that.
Oh, this guy has the vehicle.
Alright, this is a bust. Alright, go south-southwest.
Dropping a pin, southwest, 200 meters.
And then the next thing you want to look for is these. See the yellow beacon in the sky? You want to
Yes, those are the minor places of interest.
Yeah, but not every minor place of interest has super credits. There's only a handful that actually generate them.
So it's like a swing and miss.
Yeah, like ones that have these buildings, they'll have super credits. Those yellow flashing lights will have super credits.
We're rolling
and the
away. Um,
Nah, we don't
it's
want to
not
actually
stopping.
complete the mission. We're just doing a super credit run.
I'm coming back with it.
Marking location. Southeast.
So you want to go over here to this point of interest with the yellow beacon.
We got raised.
Calling down a sentry. Found something.
I'll put it in neutral. It's not. Hold on. Yeah.
Oh, you guys are doing a mission.
Calling down a vehicle.
Hey, if you don't want to learn, just say you're not interested.
Hey man, I gotta go.
Alright. Oh, good luck up there.
Alright.
Well, I'm gonna hit the rest of these POIs. Fuck these guys. I'm gonna do it on my own. Not hit the bunker.
Allied destroyer in squadron.
And then I'm just gonna abandon solo. There's a shipping crate. Oh, we lost power? Why did my light go off? That is not a good sign. The light in my room just turned off for a reason.
Found something.
Yo, can you help me?
Yeah, you're doing the mission. I'll come back.
Like 5 million of them.
Found something.
Also bring the purifier to flip the vehicles. No, that's a bust. Bye-bye vehicle.
Found something. Found something. Requesting sentry.
Deploying sentry.
Calling down a sentry.
Deploying sentry.
Dropship.
Yeah, the original idea wasn't to actually complete the mission, it was just to hit the POIs and bail. Trying to show that guy how to farm super credits. But it's fine. I'll finish it and get out of here.
Yeah. I don't know why, like every single person I join, they kick me right.
You have ignited the torches of liberty. Extraction awaits.
That's what we're gonna do. And you immediately drove here to do the mission. Just a thought. I know you can't hear me, but still, just a thought.
Tagging map. North, 100 meters.
Tagging map. North. 100 meters.
Throwing supply beacon.
Sending down equipment package.
Calling in extraction.
Pelican 1 returning to extraction point. Please ensure you're inside the extraction radius.
Support weapon inbound. Calling down a sentry.
Deploying sentry. ETA T-minus 1 minute, 30 seconds.
How'd you like the taste of freedom? Requesting sentry.
Sending down sentry.
Machine guns burn overtime.
ETA T-minus 1 minute.
Got a sample.
ETA T-minus 30 seconds. ETA T-minus 20 seconds. ETA T-minus 10 seconds. Pelican 1 approaching pickup.
Get some! Get some!
Pelican 1 landing in progress.
Marking extraction point. Northwest.
Countdown initiated. Extraction complete. Pelican 1 beginning ascent.
Alright. We'll be back. I gotta go check on this light situation and why it's not on. Why is my... Oh, it's just an old ass house. Alright. I was worried that, excuse me, it was shorting out in the switch because this is an old ass house. And I didn't want it to start a fire, but it's on now. It's fine. Alright. And yeah, I realized I just bailed on that kid when he complained about people bailing on him. But I don't want to be doing those low level missions. That was really just to teach that guy how to super cred farm, which he bailed on. Also wasn't a good listener. It's very annoying that I have to do this every time, but it's fine. At least I've got a second screen, and I can actually see chats while I play games now, which is really nice. And then what I can do is open up my menu, go to recent players, and then block. That guy didn't really deserve it, but I've got no patience. If you don't want to learn, just say you don't want to learn.
Choose where to make your stand.
Right, it's going to bugs. Do I have anybody online? It's still just him. That sucks. Alright, well, reconfigure for bugs. Right, I was going to use the recoil list. I was going to stay with the dynamites and finish leveling up the spray and pray. Alright, time to join
The
somebody.
freedom of the galaxy remains in jeopardy.
More spice.
Let us join the fight.
You know what? I'm gonna double check the companion app and see if they are still winning the things. So this is what I do. I just do it in the other screen. When I'm checking, open up the companion app, go to this guy here. This is the defense right here. You can see it's running and running. We are losing the Hellmeyer defense by 0.3%. So this one is being crushed on Tarek. So we need Hellmeyer. Sick of playing on Hellmeyer. There's Dragon Roaches. Oof, Predator Strain. Not super thrilled about that. It'll be interesting with the spray and pray with no knockback. This is gonna be a freaking disaster.
Initiating FTL jump to
Oh boy,
the
level
Hellfire
31
system.
and 44. Whew. This is gonna be interesting.
FTL jump successful. Mission coordinates locked. Hellpods primed.
What's the mission? Spread democracy. Oh boy. Did I get kicked? Or did they
Allied
leave?
destroyer has joined squadron.
Oh, they failed. Yeah, they failed. Alright. Maybe they would have won with our help. I'm not hopeful. And I'm not even that sure. I don't feel like slowing that much. You know what? Maybe I'm gonna knock this down to a 9 if it's gonna be randoms. Damn it.
This operation would strike a mighty blow against the enemy.
If I can find one without a flag. Oh wow, they all have flags. Jesus. Really? Okay, one scientist or dad. I can't believe it's all flags.
Let us secure
No,
the
Dad,
sustenance of Super Earth.
I'll roll the dice. Predator strain.
Mission coordinates locked.
Probably be too much.
Hellpods primed.
Actually, you know what?
Engaging orbital thrusters.
Predator strain.
Orbit synchronized.
Not using specific weapons for it would be too much. Because if I geared very specifically for the Predator strain, it would be fine. Like if I did like a Peacemaker or Pummeler, something with Stud or a Blitzer. Actually, you know what? The Blitzer doesn't maybe. I'll try it on my own after this. Because I want to level my weapons. I don't want to just. I'm trying to maximize my time, you know?
Let our enemies choke upon their territorial ambition.
So I'll help these guys finish this, and then I'm gonna beat them up on my own. And then I'll
Rare sample acquired.
and try to solo one.
Calling down a sentry!
Fire. There's a LiDAR off to the side here. Can't
Objective
hit for
located.
some reason.
Northeast.
Orbital inbound!
Calling down a sentry.
Calling in reinforcements!
Say hello to democracy.
Oh no, Miles Viewers. Wow, this is a really shit scene.
Requesting orbital. Reinforcement.
Miles Viewers and Predator strain.
Request approved. Deploying reinforcements. Objective critical stratagem available. Objective critical stratagem no longer available.
Now you're at the flag.
300 meters.
Permanent hive structure destroyed.
Orbital incoming.
Southeast.
Nailed it. 10. Grab that.
New mag.
So fucking needed.
Bug hot spotted. Parachute terminate.
That's called democracy.
Outpost cleared.
New mag.
Objective near your position.
Calling down supplies.
Deploying equipment package.
Sample collected. Rare sample acquired. Heavy. Northeast.
Dragon Roach.
100 meters.
Objective complete.
I can't believe that Dragon Roach was getting bounced like that and his attack didn't get interrupted. That is some serious bullshit.
Calling down a sentry. Requesting
Objective critical
sentry.
stratagem available.
Reinforcing.
You ready to play this R2?
Reinforcements have been launched.
Pointing to the enemy.
Objective critical stratagem no longer available.
They're gonna come
Tagging
from right
location.
here.
West.
Dropping a pin. Southwest.
And
50
over
meters.
here.
Marking location. North.
100 meters.
Rare sample acquired.
Watch it, S3 behind you. I'm gonna throw you a bomb. What a fucking idiot. What is he doing? Just right in the middle. 2 lives left. You probably just focus on getting the mission done. I'm not going to. It's going to be a whole waste of time. Fucking randoms.
That's called democracy.
What level are they? 118, 124. There's no excuse when you're that level.
Heavy,
You should know
northeast, 50
how
meters.
to play well enough to know, oh wow, okay, we got 2 lives left. I should really focus on getting this mission done.
Last reload.
Requesting orbital. Requesting sentry.
There's the last ammo I need.
Found something.
Got a sample.
Requesting air support.
I'm surprised. Okay, grab that ammo. One of them come down here.
Sample collected.
Bug outpost spotted.
Yeah, just well, metals are helpful too. There's another POI. That's it. Try and clear it anyway. If I'm close enough, the spray and pray isn't bad. It's just a question of being close enough. Is the
Found
problem.
something.
That's empty. Oh, there's back something.
Calling down a sentry.
And they're absolutely not going to. Sure. Why would you bother? It's only the thing you need to do, and there's only 2 lives left. That's not important. There's a lot of guys here. Gotta put that down.
Bug hole. On my position. Outpost clear.
Reloading.
Calling down a support
Oh,
weapon.
that should be great. Oh, more metals too. I need those.
Permanent hive structure destroyed. Tagging location.
That's actually working.
Tactical asset near your location.
Lives left.
Calling down a sentry. Calling in reinforcement. Reinforcement budget depleted. Orbital inbound.
Requesting sentry.
where's this guy going? There's nothing here.
Bug hole, east, 50 meters.
Unless he did it only for that POI. Now he's going the right direction.
Thank you.
Still no one's throwing me in. Oh, they're out of reinforcements. Oh, it's even worse. They're out of reinforcements.
Reinforcing.
This is an absolute shit show. Yeah, I'm definitely getting out of this.
Democracy has landed! Calling down a sentry!
Assuming I can without that dragon push. Come on, terminal. We gotta start the flag raising.
Engaging terminal!
Found something.
Okay, I've got my stuff. I've got a recoilless in the chamber.
Dropping a pin. Northeast, 100 meters.
It's there. Good.
I got the terminal!
Now move it back. Counterclockwise.
Sending in an eagle.
Yep, you got it.
Engaging terminal!
Mission map updated.
Alright, let's go take the flag.
Dropping a pin. Northeast, 100 meters.
Main objective near your position.
Watch. The first guy that's gonna get there, he's gonna be by himself. He's gonna pop the flag at everybody.
How'd you like to taste of freedom?
Shit.
Bug tunnel breach.
Yup. Oh, no. Maybe he did. Yeah, I'm gonna be surprised actually if he did.
Rare sample!
Official reinforcement funding approved.
Yep, look at that. There.
Requesting sentry! Calling down a sentry!
Calling in reinforcements!
At least my napalm.
Calling down a walker.
I'm gonna be shocked. I don't see it happening, but I mean, anything's possible, right? I just don't see it happening. That flag's all the way down. That guy's not even in the right spot. Like, wow.
Now the taste of democracy.
If he doesn't use his back, he might actually
Additional reinforcement funding approved.
add it to this.
Reinforcing!
Reporting to the front. Out of ammo. Lost tunnel breach. Requesting sentry. Calling down a sentry.
Liberty weak. And democracy
Well, I mean, that was part of my fault. I had that, but these guys didn't immediately fail when they had supplies left and started pushing. You guys were bag. Everybody's off. Pretty much knew right then. That's the problem with jumping in randoms. Two of these guys have no excuse to. They should have better battlefield awareness at 124 and 118 than they do. But the guy that was level 46, I mean, that's not a super huge amount of time in. I can understand not being super familiar with stuff. As fun as they are, they're not nearly as good as...
The hour of our next victory rapidly approaches. Let us cleanse the galaxy of alien scum.
Mission coordinates locked. Hellpod
It's gonna be a
prime.
disaster.
Engaging orbital thrusters.
But I'd rather fail on my own.
Orbit synchronized.
That's worst. This is gonna be tough. The dragon roaches are gonna make it a real huge pain in the ass.
Launch initiated.
Data, I might be able to do my own. Okay, take care of that. Get out of here.
Let them come. Let them brawl. Let them face the insurmountable might of the Helldivers.
Yeah, the data I might be able to do on my own. There's no way I'd be able to do that on my own. Oh wow,
Injury? What injury?
Yeah, the Predator strain is super intense. Oh, why did I jump on his base again?
Joining the fray.
Maybe I can scoot around and see for a second.
Deploying sentry.
God, and all those guys shooting now. This is such a disaster. The supplies I put to them. Preaching.
Sending down sentry. Lost and sending replacement. Request approved. Reinforcement on the way.
Reporting to
Even
the
with
front.
the Blitzer, man, could I actually do this on my own? At this point, I don't even think so. What would I need to do it? Even the vitality booster's not helping me.
Objective critical stratagem available.
Maybe if I was using a pummeler.
Hellbomb request approved. Deploying now.
There's a dragon, which would be nice.
Hellbound arm. Clear the area.
Permanent hive structure destroyed.
How'd you like to taste freedom? Freedom never sleeps.
Allied destroyer joining squadron. Deploying Helldiver to combat zone.
More prosperity. Requesting sentry. Calling down a sentry. Say hello to democracy.
Reinforcement budget running low.
I'm just gonna quit out on this. Alright, I'll have to just join somebody else. Wow. I think my pummeler is done too. No, you know what I can do is I can join that other defense campaign that's rolling. It's not where we need to be. too. These vehicles.
Resources for freedom's expansion.
Go right back in.
Initiating FTL jump to the Tarek system.
Without the Predator strain, this should be actually doable.
Jump complete.
I just approved it too. I'll put it on friends only.
Primed.
That way if somebody drops in, I know who they are. I'll be able to get the and stuff. I don't even have anybody online, so I doubt. Do this one here, and I'll basically go in with what I had before. This will showcase just how bananas the Predator strain is. Even not using the blitz. This should be doable. Maybe not clear doable, but this should be doable.
Go now and shoot you fall. Remember this. Every day is a good day to die for democracy. Deploying sentry.
This POI and then
Found something!
collect my supplies, and that way I'm not using extras. Reckless. Not helpful. And I'll try and go for a full clear. Why not? I just don't think it's gonna happen. Too high, but not by much.
Terminate high structure destroyed.
Alright, now I can grab my... Shit. I'm gonna grab... Is this ammo box still open?
Tagging back.
Or did I pick it up? No, I did. Perfect. I don't want to grab more of that reinforced than not reinforced, supplies than I have to, because if I need to run back to it and resupply, I want to be able to.
Sending down sentry.
There's more trees out there
Objective, never mind.
that I want to try and take out here. The Shrieker nests, they only start spawning bad guys when you get to 150 meters. So if I move far away, then I don't have to deal with the
How'd you like
Shriekers.
to taste of freedom?
No. This is why I didn't want to
Injury?
scoop up all that
Blood
resupply.
injury.
I knew I would need it. These Alpha Commanders are a bunch of idiots.
How'd you like to take freedom? Last reload!
No, I'm not going to take another box, even though I want to. I'm going to. Why try and take out the rest of these shrieker trees?
Terminate hive structure destroyed.
Now I'll take another box. Also, because I have another one ready to go, I can call in resupply again. This isn't taking the last box either. But it's all about like utilizing your resources to the maximum. Like I said, this probably won't be a full clear, but we should manage to do the primaries at least. 2 of the secondaries are done, which is good. I'm even doing this with the spray and pray, which I absolutely
Sub-objective
hate.
in your vicinity.
Okay, there's a force pure near here.
Terminate hive structure
Secondary
destroyed.
done. Yeah, you know what? At this rate, we might even get a full clear. I mean, it is possible. We're gonna avoid that Alpha Commander. And this Hunter. Might be able to sneak up on him. Not that Hunter being so close.
Deploying sentry.
This might work.
Say hello to democracy! Last reload! Hello!
Diver KIA deploying replacement. Request approved. Deploying reinforcements.
Let me see here, god damn it.
Democracy has landed!
Deploying sentry.
If I was able to steer that pod, oh, it's right in front of me. Fuck's sake.
For prosperity! Out of ammo!
I'm gonna have to just run off.
Mag's empty! Get up! Get up!
Diver lost. Sending
Yeah,
replacement.
saw that coming. Damn it.
Request approved. Reinforcements have been launched.
Nope, let me fucking steer. God damn it.
Reporting to the front! Have a taste of democracy!
Okay, that whole other pile on my ass.
Mission at 30 minutes remaining. Deploying sentry.
Tossing a pin.
Back over here. This might actually work. If I can get away enough, this might actually work.
Found something.
It might work though. I don't want to put down another resupply. I have to bring this far off. I'm gonna try and get more towards the center. Where's my stuff? This way. This might actually work. It's gonna be. No, those are trolls.
Sending down sentry.
Last reload.
That's not what I meant to do.
Request approved. Reinforcements have been launched.
That's a bad idea.
Ready to liberate.
Deploying sentry.
Freedom forever.
Reinforcement budget running low.
Right as I was about to do. Damn it.
Request approved. Reinforcements on the way.
Join the fray.
Gosh, this is kind of embarrassing that I can't use this. At this point, I am determined to do it, and I'm going
Fog
to
outpost.
to actually do it.
today!
Sending down sentry. Deploying equipment package.
How'd you like to taste your food
Helldiver, you are moving outside the mission area.
Tagging map. Get some! Get some!
Just have to grab that hard drive.
Last reload! How'd you like the taste of freedom?
Sending down sentry.
Freedom forever!
Sending down sentry.
Yeah, that should cause a distraction. Wow, that was not enough of a distraction. Damn it, I didn't pick up the fucking hard drive yet. Shit. Well, there's a hell bomb there. I can use that to okay, that sort of worked.
Sending down sentry.
Okay, hard drive.
Have a taste of democracy!
You're gonna hit this resupply, and then I'm booking it. No, I gotta go north. This impaler's gonna be a problem. No, maybe not. Now, if I was using like crossbow, I could just bing bing pop those and be done. I've got too much stuff behind me. I should probably just keep going. And not worry about the nest. Man, I really want to worry about this. time, I'll do the LiDAR on my way to extraction. There's another hell bomb. I wish those stayed on the map when you pin them, because that would be really helpful.
Found
This
something.
one will because it's a POI, but that other one won't.
Deploying sentry.
This here.
Deploying sentry. Deploying equipment package.
Damn it, they took out all my
Get some! Get some!
I was hoping for.
Last reload!
And I missed, of course.
Sub-objective in your vicinity.
Okay, now I actually have a chance. Those guys got
Sending down sentry.
I might
Sending down sentry.
if that sentry stays up, then
I do like to taste freedom! Freedom forever!
still chasing me.
Deploying sentry.
Damn, herd commanders, man.
Out of ammo!
Wouldn't be so bad without them. With their constant calling in.
Found something!
No reinforcement budget depleted. Request approved. Reinforcements on the way.
Ready to liberate.
All the way back here. I doubt enough of them deep spawn to make a difference. Without a medium pen weapon, the hive guards, I can't kill fast enough. They keep getting drops in before I can kill them. Just with their armor. And commanders, the same thing. They back away from me, and I can't kill them fast enough. Before they call in. Well, right now is the best. Actually getting this completed. Pick up that drive. I know there's still more resupply there. If I can get that in. Get the resupply. If I can get this objective done, I have a mission. As long as there's no breach right here.
Additional reinforcement funding approved. Sending down sentry.
If they breach our
Have a taste of democracy!
Sending down sentry.
Say hello to democracy! Last reload!
Deploying equipment package.
Huh. Maybe not. This is actually getting hopeful. There's no way my ultimatum was that effective. What? How did this? I'm just gonna take it. Not gonna question it. I'm just gonna take it. And I'm gonna enjoy that it's happening. Okay, open this up here.
Deploying sentry.
How'd you like to taste of freedom?
full ultimatum. I've got full shotgun. I've got full
5 minutes
recoils.
remaining. I repeat, 5 minutes
Boy, I
remaining.
have 5 minutes left. Wow, I gotta
Dropping a
start
pin.
really cooking here. Damn it, there's guys there. I do not want to fight. I just want to get out of here. Yeah, sorry, I haven't called yet. As soon as I'm out of this, I will. This is gonna be tough. Do I push through and drop this off?
Deploying sentry. Sending down sentry.
Alright, I use this space to go.
Have a taste of democracy!
Asset secured. Lost. Sending replacement.
Well, I saw that happening when I got stuck there. There's nothing I
Request
can do.
approved. Deploying
But
reinforcements.
I got the drive in. Now I just need to let that
Point
clear
me
out.
to the enemy!
Deploying support weapon.
Some supplies in.
Sending down equipment package.
They do get a reach on it too,
Tagging back.
which really sucks. This is gonna be just like by the skin of the fucking teeth. This guy's gonna need it.
Helldiver, you are moving outside the mission area. Our heroes have fallen, but their bodies shall be replaced and their losses restored.
Man, this sucked. Alright, the missus needs me, and I need to make a phone call, so I'm gonna have to put it here. Tomorrow, I'm gonna do a solo bug run, but I'm gonna have to really think about what gear I bring. It's gonna be a backpack of some sort. It'll probably be a Quasar or Eats,
Democracy conquers all.
and I'm not gonna have to worry about leveling up weapons at the same time. Like, that was kind of a stupid thing I was doing, where I wouldn't use actual decent weapons on doing it. Like, the problem with that mission was the hive guards. When you have a light pen shotgun and you guys circle around behind them, it's really difficult to do that when you have no one else pulling attention from you. And they call out really quick. I would have needed at least a medium pen weapon of some sort. There's definitely things that I could have done better. I have soloed Illuminate 10s. I have a video of that up. I really want to get one of Bugs and Bots, but clearly I'm lacking in the skills to do it. Well, at least I'd have to put more thought into what I actually run with and be less tied to what weapon I'm using. And use what I think is going to be ideal to get it done. So I'll try and do that the next day I stream. For now, I don't know if anybody's watching, but if you are, thanks. I'm not sure when I'll be on next to stream. I think today's Friday, so it might be Monday, but I might do it over the weekend. Not 100% sure. If you do like my streams, I do put up previous streams on YouTube. Go to youtube.com/adisabledhuman. There's a lot of different games up there for you to check out. Set up playlists. There's a lot of Helldivers up there. Even if you don't want full mission streams like I'm doing, there's full missions. A lot to check out. I hope you do. Take care. Have a good night. Potentially also a good weekend if I'm not back tomorrow. Either way, I hope to see you back when I'm next online. Thanks for watching.